Harriet Thompson ran a marathon at 92. Julia Hawkins didn't even start running until she was 100. And then she set a world record at 100. I mean, shit, most people at 100 are arguing with the remote control. She's out there setting records. And here you are thinking you're too old to make a change after age 40. Come on, that's not an age problem. I see this all the time with men who've built solid lives where everything works on paper, but internally, something's off. Not broken, just not producing the same return it used to. It's a story you're telling yourself, and it's costing you more than you think. Not emotionally, but strategically. Time, energy, focus, all tied up in something that's no longer producing return. I mean, you're pouring premium fuel into an engine that doesn't want to run anymore. You're not too old, you're just too experienced to keep waking up thinking, why does this feel off when everything looks fine? That question doesn't go away, it just gets louder the longer you ignore it. The idea that you're too old to start over is one of the most expensive lies successful men over 40 have told themselves. Because the problem isn't your age, it's how you're defining change. Most men think starting over means going back to zero. Like, you're going to wake up tomorrow sleeping on a futon eating ramen. No, you don't start from zero, you leverage what you've already built. You're redeploying assets. So let's kill this age excuse real quick. The average successful founder is in their 40s. A 50-year-old founder is almost twice as likely to build a high-growth company than a 30-year-old. Ray Kroc bought McDonald's at age 56. Julia Child published her first cookbook at age 50. So no, you're not too old. You're just telling yourself a convenient story so you don't have to make an uncomfortable decision. Because decisions have consequences, and stories don't. I left a 25-plus year career as an award-winning chef at age 40. Lived and worked in 7 countries. Top kitchens, had everything I thought I wanted, but I didn't want it. And I walked away with no idea what was next. You know what the hardest part was? It wasn't starting over. It was realizing, if I'm not this, then what the hell am I? Because I didn't know who I was without the chef jacket. No title, no direction, just me staring at the wall, wondering what the hell I built my life around. This is where most men get stuck. Because now the thoughts start stacking. I've invested too much time in this. I can't walk away now. I'm not a quitter. That's not logic. That's sunk cost bias. Dressed up as responsibility. You're basically saying, I've gone this far in the wrong direction. I might as well keep going. So you've got this perfect setup for a man tolerating a life that no longer fits. And here's the dangerous part. This doesn't blow up your life overnight. It leaks. Slow. Quiet. You get shorter with people. You don't know why. Your energy's off, but you still perform. Or you're just going through the motions of life. And you have the Sunday scaries. You start thinking, yeah, I just need a vacation. Maybe I'm just tired. Yeah, I'll figure it out later. Yeah, but later never shows up. Then later turns into a year, then 2, maybe 3. And now you're not stuck because you can't move. You're stuck because you've adapted to it. You got comfortable being uncomfortable. You're not maintaining stability. You're compounding a bad investment. Most men over 40 think starting over is the risk. It's not. Starting over isn't the risk. Misallocating another 5 years is. What's actually dangerous is staying in something you already know doesn't fit, because that's how you lose your edge. That's how you slowly disappear. You're not too old. You're too experienced to keep doing something that doesn't fit. High performers don't start over from scratch. They redeploy. They take existing assets, your skills, judgment, relationships, and reposition them to where they actually create a return. And look, the time's going to pass either way, right? 2 or 3 years from now, you have a choice. You can say, oh, I'm glad I made the move, or shit, I knew this wasn't right and I stayed anyways. Come on. If a 100-year-old can start sprinting, you don't have an age problem. You have a decision you keep deferring. And deferral has a cost. It's not free. It just doesn't charge you up front. And every month you delay it, that cost compounds. Because staying where you are isn't stability, it's toleration. And toleration quietly pulls you out of the driver's seat. And that is how a man slowly checks out of his own life. Cheers.